Hey, what's up? This is a message for Dan Drazen. And Dan, first of all, my condolences go out to you. I think I speak on behalf of all the entire Sonic community that has respect for you and for the contributions you have made as a fan, being the oldest fan among us, I'll say that. We appreciate everything you've done from the reviews to the best and worst list. We really, really appreciate it, from the fan fiction as well. As a matter of fact, I remember, in fact, I have it stored in the garage somewhere in one of my totes. I have your fan fiction of when Bunny meets a bunny. So um, there you go. And I appreciate you accepting me as a friend on Facebook. I looked at your friend list and I saw Ian Flynn and Ian Flynn. I'm thinking, whoa. You know, that kind of surprised me a little bit because I know the thing, Dan, that we all like about your reviews is you're very honest. You know, you score it just as a professional reviewer would. You look at the heart, you look at the head, you look at the eye. Overall, you look at everything that is important to a review. And again, myself and everybody else appreciates what you do and what you have done for us. But you know, now that so I, so basically, to let you know before I get into anything else, we are there for you when you need uh, people to talk to. We do appreciate everything you do, and I know your wife is smiling down on you from heaven, and she's encouraging you to continue um, your love for this comic book, for this franchise, and continue your contributions. So, again, we're there for you, and we are there for you whenever you need us. Now, to get on to some questions, first of all, because I've done a Q&A with a friend of mine that's very similar to you. His name's Darren Nizarak on YouTube. He does the Multimedia Chronicles. And I love to ask people like him and like you maybe some Q&As if you got the time. Now I know, like I said, I respect and enjoy your reviews. I really, really do. I mean, as a matter of fact, I printed out a bunch of your reviews right here. As you can see, I think this is you can see there, it's 232, your more recent one. So we all appreciate your reviews. But I've got a question for you. I know I mean, just by reading your reviews, I know you're honest and you're to the point. But let me ask you this. What are your thoughts, honestly? What are your thoughts on Ian Flynn coming out and saying, because I don't know if you've heard about this. I mean, I know I know you've had a lot going on, and I'm pretty sure this is the first time you've heard about this. But according to a friend of mine on DeviantArt, or the DA as I like to call him, called Gay Boy Sage, they got an email, and another person got an email as well from Ian Flynn. And then Ian Flynn also came out on DA on his journal to explain the whole situation. Now, my question to you is, what are your thoughts on, you know, Ian Flynn throwing out the fact that, you know, he tells people, because a lot of us, like you, are guessing that within the next 15 or so issues, it's 14 or so issues, things are going to get better, things are going to change. A certain princess is going to end up back to normal, or at least have a free will back. But, you know, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, and you can be honest with me or not. What are your thoughts on Ian Flynn coming out and basically telling the fans, or teasing the fans, as well as Paul Kaminsky, I think he may have had something to do with it as well, saying that the story arc may not be over by 250, that it may continue on. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think he means that? Do you think he's actually planning to do things beyond 250? Or do you think he's just saying that right now to keep us off track? Because I mean, I have respect for Ian Flynn, Dan. There's no doubt about it. I mean, I do. I mean, the guy's a good writer. He's, as many people have pointed out, and you might agree with this, he has done some tremendous, tremendous stories. I mean, you cannot deny that he has done some tremendous, tremendous work. And, you know, I just look at it like, you know, You know, what is he trying to do? Is he trying to instigate that he wants to continue, or is he trying to throw us off? I mean, tell me what you think. I mean, I've been a fan of the comic just as long as you've been reviewing it. I mean, I've seen some of the reviews you've done of past issues. But I want to know what your thoughts are on this whole situation. What do you think Ian Flynn is doing? What do you think he's honestly doing? Do you think he's teasing us to try to keep us at bay? Or do you think he really means what he's going to do? Because one of the things he said in his journal, and you can look this up on his DA account, or his DeviantArt account, he said that one of the things he notices, in respects I guess, is the fact that fans have guessed within the ballpark of what he plans to do. So, now, honestly, anybody knows that when you say something of guessing within the ballpark, you kind of like within, it's kind of like you kind of have an idea of where you want to go. Or you have an idea of where he's going. So, what are your thoughts on that, though? What do you think? Do you think he honestly means that? I mean, honestly, I don't know what to think anymore with the guy. You know, if he continues on, that's fine. If he doesn't, hey, congratulations, he got us. But what are your thoughts? Give me your thoughts. Honest. I'm sure myself and any other fan would appreciate to hear what you had to say about this. Secondly, a lot of fans are still kind of upset with the whole Sally situation. Yeah, fans don't like the fact that she's turned into Mecca. Matter of fact, I'll tell you this. There are fans out there, Dan, and I'm pretty sure you're aware of this, that are not happy with her mecha form, and are damn sure not happy with the fact that Robotnik weaponized her. And here's why, and I'm pretty much in the same category, because I've been honest, you know. I'll be honest with you, and I'll put a link to my YouTube channel, and you can watch what I had to say a couple times on there. But I'll be honest with you. I'm a guy that's in the middle ground. I'm kind of middle grounded. In other words, I'm going to let everything play out the way it is, but it doesn't mean I can't critique certain things, like you. It doesn't mean I cannot critique certain things like, oh, I don't like this, and I don't like that, or I like this, and I like that. You know, I did a video, and you can, again, when you look at my channel, you can check that out, where I explain why I'm middle grounded and how I'm middle grounded. But there's a lot of fans that feel as though, and I even came up with this, and I even thought about this too, that you know, a lot of people feel as though, even though this Mecha Sally situation leaves a bad taste in their mouth, being long-term fans or even short-term fans, and some enjoy it. One thing I think a lot of people have agreed upon, and maybe I'm wrong about this, is some feel as though the end result is going to be her finally fully clothed. In other words, the blueness that she now has is going to probably be like sort of a new outfit for her, and she might have like a new hairstyle, sort of to appease the Sega fans, and sort of to appease Sega, to say, okay, here's the Sega, here's Sally in Sega style. Now, I've seen pictures here on the DA, if you will, that have indicated that. But my question to you is, do you think that's the case? Do you honestly think that's what Ian's planning to do? Do you think that's the ultimate goal? I mean, I even asked in a topic on one of the Sonic forums, is if this entire thing, and even some other people have asked this question too, is if this entire thing is nothing more than a long, dragged out arc just to give Sally a new, fully clothed look. That's the question. Is that the reason? I mean, a lot of people have said, you know what, if that's the case, they could have easily had Sally go on a year-long journey to the Far East, come back and have a new look, period. Or they could just have Sally decide, you know what, I'm going to wear shorts now, and I'm going to wear a bra, or I'm going to wear a tank top, shorts and a tank top under my vest. That wouldn't have been no problem. But yet, this is how fans are reacting to it. My question to you is, do you think Ian's heading in that direction? Thirdly, what do you think about the whole chance, according to some fans, that Bunny is going to try to get herself legionized? I mean, think about this. Bunny's telling Antoine in the more recent issue, which I know you'll probably be reviewing in the next few months, or going to upload reviews on in the next few months, saying that she's asking him and anybody else to forgive her for what she's about to do. Now, that has gotten some people unsure because they don't like the idea, because they feel that by Bunny possibly doing this, getting herself legionized, that it's just in some people's eyes just another excuse by Ian to have to basically have more female villains. Do you think that's true? Because honestly, I've come out and I've said, you know what? I don't think that's going to happen. I think Bunny, honestly, is if she gets legionized, it's going to be for a good reason, and she probably won't have no bombs or anything implanted in her, and it may take away her ability to be flesh and blood in those areas again, but so be it. But give me your thoughts. What are your thoughts? I'm asking you, do you think that's, what are your thoughts on fans thinking like that? Also, last question. What do you think of the possibility that this could turn out to be nothing more than a time travel deal? I mentioned in a video where I read off 232, and you talked about, I think it was 232 or something like that, or 231, where you said that Sonic had opened Pandora's box, that he and Eggman messing with time was still, screwing with time was still going on, or screwing with reality was still going on. So what are your thoughts on the fact that this could possibly have a time travel like finale, or have a generations like finale? What are your thoughts on that? I mean, we all know that eventually, and I'm sure you being the long-time professional, being the long-time pro that you are at reviews and insiding and looking at the inside and looking at the clues and everything that's hidden about, clues that even I would miss. What are your thoughts on the possibility that there could be a time travel situation at as a finale? And what are your thoughts on the fact that we could have a generation-like finale, or we could have a generations-like finale, not a total adaptation, but loosely, like some elements from the final stage and cutscene and whatever of Generations? And what are your thoughts, honestly, on the fact that we're going to be coming full circle? In other words, we're going to have another Eggman breakdown, and this is going to set us up for a new villain to take his place temporarily. What are your thoughts on that? And that's all I'm going to ask. And Dan, again, we are there for you. You are in our prayers. You have our condolences on behalf of the Sonic community. And hopefully you get a chance to answer this video. It will be emailed to you. And if you got in PM to you in some way. So again, on behalf of the Sonic community and Fanbase, appreciate everything you've done and respect the reviews you have contributed throughout the years. I mean, you've been doing this since Sonic issue 19. That's got to count for something. So take care. God bless, man. You know, and hopefully we'll talk to you later. And that's all I can say. Again, hopefully you can answer these questions. If you want to do video format, you know, just sign up for a YouTube page. It's easy. You can have unlimited access if you want to. Just throwing that out there for you. Or if you want to do it in text format, go ahead. If you want to answer me through email, that's fine. Or if you want to, and I have no problem with this, answer it through DA. It's okay. But again, I thank you on behalf of everybody for all you've done. We appreciate it. We love the reviews. We love how you just don't hold no punches. You score things from the way you see them, like the head score, the focus of the head score part, the head of the story, the artwork, the heart of the story. We appreciate everything you do. And that's all I'm going to say, man. God bless. Take care of yourself. You're in our prayers. Condolences to you. You take care. Stay cool. And peace out, man. I